We all know the story in the Bible with Noah, where the world was filled with so much wickedness, so much evilness, so much disarray, where God and he was like, yeah, this can't continue to go on like this, because if we continue to allow it to go on like this, they're going to destroy the world, and we can't allow that to happen. And so he spoke with Noah because he knew Noah was obedient. Noah was righteous. Noah had that relationship with him. He said, hey, Noah, we got to go ahead and have you build this boat. No questions asked. I got you. And so God gave instructions to Noah on how to build this boat in all the works. And Noah did just that. And on this boat was animals in pairs, Noah's wife, Noah's children, and Noah's children's spouses. The spouses didn't have to do too much of anything, but it's because who they were connected to, for Noah's peace, for Noah's sanity, for what was to occur. They just, that overflow of a blessing, they just became a part of, where they were safe, they were kept, right? And a lot of people, as they're watching Noah build this boat, sitting here questioning Noah, like, what are you doing? You're crazy. Why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, probably, who do you think you are? Like, okay, you sound silly. And Noah probably explained, like, listen, I'm just being obedient. I'm just doing what God has directed me to do. And instead of most people inquiring more, they outcasted him. They like, yeah, we're gonna let you be over there by himself, building that boat to safety, out of obedience, while everyone else was living in ignorance about the things that was getting ready to happen. And so Noah was directed to prepare. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not finna be prepared for what's to come. And a lot of people keep thinking that there's things physically that needs to be done because logically that makes sense. What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? When all you have to do is be. Be in your divine essence. Connect with your divine self. Connect with God. When you are able to be, when you are able to connect with God, you are able to raise your vibration, raise your consciousness. The problem with the world that it is right now is because a lot of the people that are in this world are operating out of scarcity, operating out of lack mentalities, lack beliefs. Oh, in order for, we're not going to have enough food to feed everybody. We're running out of water, this and that. Oh, so we got to go take it. Oh, they're taking our jobs, so we got to force them out, or whatever the beliefs that the darker forces of this world has distilled in most people that they're operating out of is causing the world to be in disarray. None of it's facts. God has given us, not that many laws for a reason. 10 laws, simple laws that we need to abide by, but yet it's man that have created all these laws that have created the destruction of humanity. And we just, again, this belief, oh, well, the law is here to protect people. If there's no law, then there's lawlessness and much more chaos. And again, that holding on to that belief, when you follow God, you naturally abide by God's law. There is things that you will and will not do because you abide by God's law. But this world will tell you and make you think, oh, we need man's law. There's a difference between God's law and man's law. And it's because of man's law, this world is becoming in disarray. We ourselves need to take back our power, our authority over our life, our simple autonomy, to live a more aligned, a more balanced, a more tranquil life according to God's will. And so that's why, again, we have to prepare. We have to prepare to leave the constructs of this world that they have distilled in us and be okay with that. We have to not give our energy, our focus, our power to negative thinking or negative things in this world that's going to, oh no, he's starting a war. Oh my gosh, he didn't hit. What does that, for me, it's like, what does that even mean for you? What does that mean for you? What do you think it means for you? And that's the problem. It's because whatever you think it means for you will be. Because you're not realizing your power. And that's what they want you to not remember. They construct all these situations, these chaotic and destructive situations, so that you don't remember your power over your life and be so focused on all the craziness that's happening in the world where you forget whose you are. It is a time to prepare. And like I said, in order for us to prepare, we have to get back to the truth in who we are. Who are we as humans? Because those who are in control of this world right now, they are not humans. Because if they were humans, A lot of the things that is happening in the world would not be, because there is crimes against humanity. As humans, we need food. As humans, we need air. We need water to survive, and those are the basics. And yet we allow the people that we didn't really technically give power or control to, but that's another thing. I'll go another whatever. They're the ones destroying that. But yet telling you like, hey, you know, you need to do X, Y, and Z so that you can be, you know, lawful in this world. But yet they are committing crimes against humanity by destroying our food, purposely putting so much things in our food that compromise our human makeup, that compromise our connectedness to the Most High God. They compromise our air. We need air to breathe, to survive. And they pollute it with so much chemicals, and we just think it's okay. We just, oh, for whatever reasons that they tell you, it's like, okay, well, they said they needed to do it because that person was a threat to us. And we just let so much slide. And now we have gotten to this point. Okay. And so it's those beliefs that we have taken on from those in control that is sent and bent on destroying the world that we hold on to, and we begin to operate out of those beliefs, in a sense, starting to destroy our own world. And we just simply need to shift our mindset, shift our beliefs back to ourselves. And so I'm gonna put my course out probably next week, because life and it's a lot of videos, so I don't know. I really haven't strategized or how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna just put it out because I feel like time is of the essence. And so again, I'm just operating out of obedience. Whether you take it, you take it. You don't, you don't. But those that do, I truly pray that it blesses you and blesses your family and those connected to you. This is how we win. And we are going to win if we believe so. All right. I love you. I appreciate you. Until the next time. Bye.